Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are going to be doing a would I buy it or purchase or pass. I haven't done one of these videos in quite a while, but I thought I would do one today. I feel like since the new year, there's been quite a few new launches. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into if I would buy this new makeup. I just have my iPad right here that I'm going to be looking at. Okay, so the first thing that I see is this Fenty Beauty Me Glow Light Diffusing Highlighters. It just says coming soon to their website. It just says it's a demi glow, so I'm gonna guess that it's kind of like a very natural lip from within glow, which you know those are the type of highlights I like. The Diamond Bomb I never use on my face. It's just very glittery and it's just a little bit too much for all over the face. I love to use it on my eyes. It just adds such a pretty like pearlescent glow. Her original highlighters I liked at the time, but as time went on I just found highlighters that were better, that I liked more, that I just felt like it looked a little bit better on the skin and kind of sunk in a little bit more. I wouldn't say I'm like the biggest fan of her highlighters, but this one does sound like more of my alley because it sounds more like just a lip from within, just light glow, and I really like the packaging on it. It's like the usual shape of their packaging, but it's very like pearlescent, and these almost look like baked highlighters, but I don't know for sure. And then the next thing is this Makeup Forever HD Skin Hydra Glow Foundation. So this is perfect for normal to dry skin. Has a skin-like finish, blurs texture, radiant finish, 24-hour hydration and glow, creamy weightless texture. It is in 32 shades and it's $47. I really like the Makeup Forever HD Velvet Skin, I think is what it's called, but it has more of like a matte finish. I wouldn't say it's like super matte, but it's just kind of like that natural matte finish. It's like a medium to full coverage. It lasts really well on the skin and they have a lot of shades. I really like that foundation, so I'm sure this one's gonna be really nice. Even though it is more for dry skin, I do like glowier foundations or like foundations that are more hydrating. I am still intrigued by this. It's $47, which is about average for Makeup Forever. I think that'll be a really nice foundation. Like I feel like Makeup Forever kills it with their complexion products. I just seen this. It's supposed to visibly improve skin's it's supposed to visibly improve skin instantly and over time. Every time a makeup product claims that, I'm always skeptical because I just don't think any makeup product is really gonna improve your skin, but you know, whatever. And another like skin tint kind of thing is the Kosas BB Burge Tinted Gel Cream. So there is 24 shades. It is $38 and it's available February 1st on their website and at Sephora. This is a light coverage tinted moisturizer that rapidly smooths and visibly evens tone for a healthy look. So pretty much it's just a skin tint or a tinted moisturizer. I did like the Kosas foundation. It wasn't like a favorite. Kind of with their concealer, like I like them both. They're not absolute holy grails and like absolute favorites. One thing with Kosas complexion products, it's like since they are made more clean, once they expire they do kind of start to oxidize a little. They start to change colors. They start to just look and smell a little like funky. I did see a review of this from Julia Adams on her Instagram, I think, or was it TikTok? Either way. And she didn't really like it. It just kind of was sitting on the skin and you could like really see that almost like created like a mask in a way, like where it was just like really sitting on the skin and then it was just trying to peel. She did try it again and she did say that it did sink in a little bit better, but it was still just trying to peel and like kind of pick up in certain areas. I don't think I would absolutely love this, and I'm not like super intrigued to go and buy it. It is 24 shades, which I know a lot of people think that's not enough shades, but for something like this where you don't need 60 to 100 shades, like you just like one shade could stretch between like 5 different skin tones because it's gonna be super sheer. This isn't like super exciting for me personally. Another thing that I actually I feel like is kind of going like a little bit viral is the Milk Cooling Water Jelly Tint Sheer Lip and Cheek Stain. It's $24 and there's 4 colors as of now. It is available on Sephora and on their website. Can you get milk at Ulta? I don't know. Anyway, so pretty much the thing, it's like literally like jello. Like the texture is like jiggly and it's like jello and it's supposed to be like cooling on your face and just add like a little bit of color. It does look super intriguing. I like the colors that they have. They don't look like crazy on this skin. It's a little bit like a gimmicky product in a way, because like once they're on, they kind of just look like a normal sheer liquid blush or like a sheer cream blush. But I think it's more of just kind of like the texture of it that's making it go so viral. Once it's on, they do look really pretty. They almost just look like a tint, like a Benna tint, or just like kind of like those watery tints, just where they're super sheer and just add like a flush of color. I do really like the colors that they have. I'm intrigued to try it, but I'm not like running to Sephora to get it right now. Sometimes I feel like Milk Makeup's products are a little bit overpriced for especially the size. Next thing is this Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Hue Drop. So this is just like their niacinamide drops, but it does have like a little bit of like a bronze tint. Things like this just don't intrigue me. I have fair skin, and a lot of these like bronze drops, bronze tints just look orange on me. So this is not for me. This does not excite me. But if you love the niacinamide drops from Glow Recipe, you probably will really like this if you want that tint also. So not for me. And then we have the Skin came out with her makeup line again, and she got rid of it. I used to really like her old makeup line. I used to really like her eyeshadow and her lip liners. That's all I think I tried from it. I don't remember trying anything else, but I'm pretty sure I've only tried her eyeshadow and her lip liners, and I really actually liked them. So she did come out with a eyeshadow palette that is $32. No, $50 for the Classic Matte eyeshadow palette. It's 12 warm and cool nude shades in a silk matte finish. She has 15 lip liners that are $22, and then 10 full coverage soft matte lip colors that are $32. So I think a lot of people were hoping these would be like her old lipstick formula, where they were kind of like that creamy, like satiny, kind of glossy lipstick. But they are matte. I will say the people who have been trying them on, I don't think they look that great on the lips. It could just be their lips, or like maybe they're just a little dry. But they are like very matte. You know, with most matte lipsticks, if you're not hydrating your lips, or if your lips are chapped or dry or anything, it is going to cling to the dryness and like the lines and stuff in your lips, and can look a little bit crepey. But that's pretty normal for matte lipsticks, I will say. $32 is definitely more than her other brand used to be. I feel like it used to range in like the $18, $20-ish range. And then the lip liners, I am intrigued by the lip liners just because I did actually like her other lip liners. They were more of a creamier formula than I love or use. These are wooden lip pencils, so I don't know if they're going to be a little bit drier, kind of more like the Makeup by Mario or the MAC lip pencils. But I do prefer a wooden lip pencil, so I feel like this one will actually, I might like more. And I really loved the colors of her old lip liners. Taupewood, I think it was like one of my favorite lip liners. I literally bought another one before they like discontinued everything and like got rid of everything. So I am intrigued by that. And then her eyeshadow palette, I'm not crazy intrigued by. It is just a neutral cool toned / warm tone palette. I do like it has warm and cool tones colors in it. I know a lot of people are saying that's very similar to the Makeup by Mario. I do see how it looks similar, but I will say the Makeup by Mario is not cool toned at all. It is fully warm and neutral shades, and I know this does have warm and cool tones. I just think that most neutral palettes are going to be pretty similar to each other, like especially if they're all matte. They are going to have some similar shades in them. They are going to look kind of similar. I don't think it's that insane or that crazy to think that a neutral palette might look similar to another neutral palette. But this one does have cool and warm tones in it. The Makeup by Mario one is just strictly warm tone neutrals. So, yeah. The only thing that really excites me from this launch is maybe the lip liners. But again, I'm not like over the moon ecstatic about it. And then I just seen this, literally just got posted. So this is the Tower 28 Hydrating Tinted Lip Treatment Balms. So there is 5 colors, and they are $16 a piece. They are a lip mask with a sweet sheer tint using food grade non-artificial flavor. For me, this isn't like that crazy. I'm just like an Aquaphor person. Sometimes I'll splurge on like Laneige or Summer Fridays, but overall, like, I just don't get like super excited about balms. These do look really nice. I do like the colors that they have. Like, the colors look really pretty on the lips. I'm not even gonna lie, I might be changing my mind that this doesn't intrigue me, because like looking at this on their lips, they look really nice. Like, I like the colors, and they offer just like this just the tiniest little bit of a tint. So yeah, they do look really pretty. There is a clear shade and then 4 tinted shades. The one that I think that looks the prettiest is the blood orange vanilla and the watermelon kiwi. I think those would both be so pretty for like summertime. Never mind, maybe I am a little intrigued by these actually. And then we have the Kylie Cosmetics foundation. So this is already available, I think, on her website. I don't know if it's been available on Ulta yet, but this actually is so intriguing to me. And the only reason is because I've actually seen some pretty good reviews for it on TikTok, and it just looks so pretty on the skin. It's an instantly blur skin to leave you with a flawless airbrush finish that stays put for 12 hours in 40 shades with medium to buildable coverage, plus a new foundation brush and setting spray. I don't know. Her concealer and her foundation have been intriguing me. I've heard some actually really positive reviews about both of them. So I am a little bit more intrigued for those than I like expected to be. Kylie Cosmetics has not intrigued me since like 2016, 2017 Kylie Cosmetics, but this foundation and their concealer is kind of intriguing me. And it does claim that it's medium to buildable coverage, which you know I love a medium coverage. And it just has an airbrush finish, so I'm gonna guess it's more of like a matte finish. And yeah, and then Fenty Beauty came out with a concealer. So this is the We're Even Hydrating Long Wear Concealer. So this has 50 shades. It's a medium coverage. It's moisturizing, reduces bags and darkness. It is available on Sephora and their website. Well, all retailers. I forget that they're Ulta now. I am intrigued to try this because her other concealer, the original, I hated that concealer. That was one of the worst concealers that I think I've tried. It was just very drying, and it like almost made me look more tired and made my under eyes look worse once I put it on than without it. I don't know, I just hated that concealer. But I am intrigued to try this one just because it is more of a hydrating finish, which I do prefer for concealers. I prefer more of a satin finish or more of a hydrating finish underneath the eyes and then just set it with powder. Sometimes I think that super matte concealers just look heavy, they look cakey, and they can just look very drying and almost aging underneath the eyes. So I have kind of moved out of the matte concealers and I like more of a hydrating slash like satin concealer. So I am intrigued to try this just to see if I like this one more than her other one. I think it's been getting pretty good reviews, but I don't know for sure. Okay, and then I went on Sephora and like screenshot a couple. So I have the One Size Secure the Glow Tacky Hydrating Primer with Boba Complex. I'm really intrigued to try this. It just looks, oh, my foot is so asleep. I do love like tacky primers. If you know, my favorite is the Hard Candy Hydrating Gripping Primer, but I really like tacky primers. I think they just look so pretty and like make the skin look so plump and hydrated, but also help keep your makeup on. And I love One Size products. All the One Size products that I've tried, I have really enjoyed, and especially his Secure the Blur primer is literally my holy grail primer. So I just feel like I'm gonna love this, so I'm super intrigued by this. And then we have the Laura Mercier Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Serum Concealer. And then we also have the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Waterproof Foundation. So the foundation has went absolutely viral. It's literally has blown up all over TikTok and has had so many good reviews. I was really intrigued to try it and I was gonna pick it up, but then I've been seeing that if you have oily skin, it just looks terrible on you throughout the day. That it looks really nice as you put it on, but it doesn't wear well, that it starts to just kind of break down and make you look really oily, and it just doesn't wear well. So if you've tried it and you have oily skin, let me know if you like it and let me know if it's like worth the hype that it's getting. I still might pick it up just to test it out and see if it's worth the hype. But yeah, I was really excited to try it, but then I kept seeing like people with oily skin saying that they kind of hated it. So yeah, concealer I'm intrigued to try because I think this actually is replacing my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. I'm so sad. If you know, I just mentioned in my last video, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer is one of my all-time faves. I have repurchased that concealer. I've used it since the beginning of my channel, and it's just, I just love it. It just looks so pretty underneath the eyes, and it just works really well for me. But it's getting discontinued, and I think it's getting replaced with this one. I feel like this one is going to be more of like it's called a serum concealer, so I'm gonna guess that's gonna be more of like a little bit more dewy and hydrating than the Flawless Fusion one, because the Flawless Fusion one was more matte, like satin finish. So I feel like this one is gonna be a little bit more hydrating and dewy underneath the eyes, or not dewy, but like a little bit not quite so matte. I need to try this. The Flawless Fusion one had like more of like a medium to buildable coverage. I feel like this is what this one's gonna have. So yeah, really excited that's getting discontinued, but I do want to try the new one just to see if it's as good. And then we have the Tower 28 Make Waves Lengthening and Volumizing Mascara, and they finally came out with the brown shade. I feel like the influencers had been talking about the brown shade since like, I don't know, like August or something. Like I feel like I've been hearing about this brown Tower 28 mascara forever. It is now finally available. I do want to try it out because I do love my YSL brown mascara, but I don't know if I'm going to like this Tower 28 one. It looks like a very wet formula and just, I don't know. I don't know if I would absolutely love this mascara. It does get really good reviews. I wish they would come out with a mini of this one. They have a mini of the black one, so maybe they eventually will. And then Huda Beauty came out with the peach color for her loose baking powder and her brightening setting powder. So I love, love, love the loose one. I again mentioned it in my last video, but I have not tried the pressed powder one. I haven't heard the greatest things about the pressed powder one. I think it's more targeted for drier skin because it has more of a like a luminous finish to it. It's like not matte from what I've gathered. Again, I haven't tried it, but she did have a pink one that went absolutely viral, so now she does have a peach one. So if you have more medium to deeper skin, you're probably gonna really like this. Makeup by Mario came out with a super satin lipstick. I am so intrigued to try these. I'm actually wearing his matte lipstick today in the shade Aaron. It's just like a cool toned like nude, and these are super, super matte, like extremely matte. And if you know, I love like a satin creamy lipstick. The ones from MAC are like probably my favorite ones, but those are the ones that I gravitate towards like on the more regular basis than like these super matte ones. But so I'm super intrigued to try these, and he has some really, really pretty colors. Oh, I didn't see that Hourglass came out with like a skincare line. So they are definitely on the pricier end. I have this screenshotted, but I'll try and put some more like in the screen. This is the Equilibrium Resurfacing Retinoid Treatment. This is $110, so definitely pricier. It is a retinoid, so it's not a retinol. But yeah, makeup brands that come out with skincare, I'm just a little bit iffy on. I don't know. I just sometimes don't trust like makeup brands with their skincare, and I am pretty set with my skincare, so this is a pass for me. But I just was scrolling through Ulta trying to find some things that are new, and I seen this. So they definitely are on like the pricier side, which isn't surprising because Hourglass is more of a luxurious makeup brand and they are very pricey, so it's not surprising that their skincare would be pricey. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, but it's online only at Ulta. And then the About Face, the Performer Skin, is that what this is called? The Performer Skip Focused Foundation. I don't know. I don't really know what it's called, but I thought this was a concealer because of the applicator. It's gonna be like the Makeup Revolution or like the Clinique foundation, if you know what I'm talking about, with like the doe foot. There's just something about this brand that just does not intrigue me at all. It's kind of like REM Beauty. Like I just feel like they're not super involved with the brand, so it just doesn't intrigue me like Rare Beauty or Fenty. I don't know, it just does not intrigue me at all. There's just something about it. It could be because they're more of like a creative, like artsy brand, like it's more like colorful and bold, and those are just not what I gravitate towards anymore. So that could be why it doesn't intrigue me. But yeah, I'm not super intrigued by this foundation unless I hear like crazy like rave reviews. The last thing that I think I'm going to talk about, Charlotte Tilbury came out with some new shades in her lip liners and her lipsticks in the like Kissing line, so that's like more like the satiny, like kind of like the Makeup by Mario like satin lipsticks, like the more satiny like creamy lipsticks. The pinks look so pretty. So it's all like Valentine's Day, so there's all like pinks and reds. And there is 5 new pink colors and 5 new red colors. I actually am intrigued by this because I love a pinky nude and like a pinky lip. And I do like that formula from her, so I am intrigued by this, and I think the colors look pretty. And then she came up with 5 new shades of the lip liners. So it looks like 2 red colors and then 3 like pinkier colors. Again, I've never tried her lip liners. I really like this pinky nude. I'll screenshot it from the screen. I think that looks so pretty. And everyone raves about her lip liners, like absolutely goes bananas over them. So I am intrigued by this because I just love a pinky nude. So yeah, that is everything I want to talk about. Let me know your opinions and your thoughts on these products. I'm sure by the time this video goes up, I feel like 50 million more things will come out that are new and like way bigger. Like something always crazy drops like right before I upload this video. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.